Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, we got a very special video for you guys. We're going to be talking about superstar outfielder of the Washington Nationals, Juan Soto, and if he might get traded.
Just a quick background on Juan Soto. About a week ago, news broke that Soto turned down a $440 million deal over 15 years. It would have been the largest contract in MLB history, and rightfully so. Juan Soto was the best hitter in baseball at just 23 years old. Aaron Judge was in the minor leagues at 23. So right there, I mean, it's amazing. He came up in 2018 and he has not had a season with an OPS below 900. He sprays the ball all over the field while still hitting for power. And we could be watching the next Barry Bonds or Matt Carpenter right here. We all know how great he is. But the significance of him turning down the deal is that if the Nationals don't think they can extend him, then they're going to trade him while his value is at its peak, or else then what's the point in having the star player? You're not just going to let him walk into free agency. So he's still not a free agent for 2 years, but I think his value is at its highest right now. So if the Yankees were to get him, they would be looking to extend him. No team's going to trade away a bunch of prospects unless you can get a long-term deal done. But Ryan, we know it's going to take a lot, but do you have some mock trades or anything for what it's going to take to get Soto?
I do have one mock trade. Now, the Yankees are obviously acquiring star player Juan Soto, and then they're actually going to take on starting pitcher Patrick Corbin salary off the Nationals payroll. So they will also be acquiring Patrick Corbin. And this is big for the Nationals because taking off Corbin's salary will jumpstart their rebuild that they're going to be starting, and it would basically give them a fresh start, not having to deal about Corbin's contract, and get all of the gears turning for their rebuild. So the Yankees would acquire Patrick Corbin. He's not having a good season at all, but this needs to happen for the steal. And who knows, Matt Blake can maybe fix him, or he could somehow be utilized in the Yankees bullpen. But this is just for salary reasons. Yankees aren't really gaining that good of a player in Patrick Corbin. But for this deal to work, we need the Yankees to get Patrick Corbin, which has been talked about a lot. All right, now the Nationals are getting an absolute haul. I mean, if you're a Nationals fan, you got to be pretty darn excited if you get this haul. So the Nationals will be acquiring outfielder, center fielder, number 3 prospect in the Yankees system, Jason Dominguez. They'll be also acquiring number 2 prospect in the Yankees system, shortstop Oswald Peraza. They'll also be acquiring number 10 prospect in the Yankees system, Everson Pereira, center field outfielder, and the number 1 prospect in the Yankees system, Anthony Volpe, shortstop. We're not done yet, guys. They're also going to be acquiring number 5 prospect in the Yankee system, left-handed pitcher Ken Waldichuk. And finally, the number 4 prospect in the Yankee system, catcher Austin Wells. So they are getting all the Yankees' top 5 prospects in their system, as well as their number 10 prospect, Everson Pereira. If you're a Nationals fan, like I said, you got to be pretty stoked about this haul. But this is basically the blueprint. Could go a little bit right, could be a little bit left on, the players and stuff like that. But this is the blueprint. This is the setting stone for what it's going to take to acquire a Juan Soto.
Yeah, it's a lot. But at the end of the day, you're getting the best hitter in baseball, so you'll do what it takes. Another topic of discussion is, what does it mean for Aaron Judge? Obviously, the Yankees couldn't get an extension done with Judge, which means he will be a free agent at the end of the year. Although, if you get Juan Soto, it does not seem likely that Aaron Judge will be a Yankee for the rest of his career. Now, it'll be fun for the rest of this year. You'll have Stanton, Soto, and Judge in the outfield, in the lineup in the middle of the order. Oh, my God, that'll be miserable pitching, too. But having 3 right fielders all making about $30 million a year just doesn't really make sense. As Judge gets older, he's not really going to be able to play as much center field. As Stanton gets older, he's going to need to play more DH. And Soto, he's not really a great defender, so he doesn't have like flexibility. He can't be moving them all around. Really, right
Yeah.
field is like his position. So the way I see it, if the Yankees get Juan Soto, they're not getting Judge. I don't
Yeah.
even know if they would really offer a Judge like a substantial contract because it would just be too much. But the way I would put it to Yankee fans is, would you rather a 23-year-old lefty or a 30-year-old injury-prone Aaron Judge? As much as we like Aaron Judge, Juan Soto's the better option.
Yeah, long term for sure, because he's probably not even hit his prime yet. And, Judge, when we sign him to a big contract early on, that's going to be very good. But, the back end of that deal could look really, really ugly. So I think it's very unlikely they would extend Judge. I mean, you never, ever know. I mean, they are the Yankees. They do have a ton of money. So you can't totally count it out. But knowing Hal Steinberg, I would think that's a little unrealistic. But, you never know. And if you got Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton in that lineup, you go Judge, Soto, Stanton. First of all, how are you pitching to that? That's literally an all-star lineup. And Anthony Rizzo, one of the best hitters on our team, would probably move down to the 5 spot in the lineup. I mean, it's just absolute mayhem thinking of that lineup. I don't know how anyone would go about pitching to that, and it would totally make the Yankees World Series favorites right off the bat, and would honestly be a little embarrassing if we didn't get the job done. Now, the final thing is, my opinion, Christian, you could share yours maybe. One way I could totally see it happening, the other thinks absolutely not. So I'm not going to give you like a percentage-wise. Do I think it's unlikely? Yes, probably. Do I see a world in which it happens? Yes. So I would say overall, that's my opinion. I can't really give you a general yes or no. It's a little too complicated for me to give you a yes or a no. But Christian, what's your opinion?
I mean, pretty much the same thing. It's like there's no like reference point.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
like there's never been like, oh, there was a guy like this 10 years ago and Cashman did or didn't go after him. Like there's no boundary reference point. So we really have no idea. If he does do it, it'll be crazy. And if he
Oh my
doesn't
God.
do it, I mean, did we really expect it?